Here is a complete step-by-step on how to stay single forever. Step 1. Don't bother grooming properly. If your dad never taught you how to shave or how to tie a tie, that's probably for a good reason. Make sure that every small detail that could make you look cleaner or sharper is overlooked. Do not get a modern haircut. Do not learn what kind of shoes or shirts make you feel and look good. You really want to make sure that you feel and smell like a wild bear or a very late teenager. It's important that you present yourself to the world as unkempt as possible. Step 2. Do not exercise. Do not work on how your body looks. Abs are overrated, and 99% of the time you will be wearing something anyways. Plus, going to the beach or the swimming pool is not even that fun. It takes discipline and dedication to stay healthy, both qualities that are attractive to women. You really want to make sure to stay in your room and not pay attention to what you eat as much as possible. You should avoid physical activities at all costs. Step 3. Make sure your life is as bland as possible. It's very important that every single day of the life you live on this earth be exactly the same as the previous and the next. The perpetual 9-to-5 lifestyle is perfect for that. You want to carefully craft your life to make sure nobody else finds any interest in sharing it with you. By engaging in your hobbies or traveling to interesting places, you might meet new girls, and this is really something you want to avoid. Even worse than that, having a colorful life full of adventures might make you interesting, and people could listen to the stories that you have to tell. Step 4. Do not be ambitious. Most guys that are widely successful with women are also very successful in every other area of their lives, and you want none of that. Starting a business, being your own boss, or getting a top position at work, those require and help develop qualities that are very attractive to women. It's very important that you do not try to achieve your goals, because that will create confidence in yourself. The world is a pyramid, and if you want to stay single, you have to make sure to stay at the bottom of it by never trying to improve your situation. Step 5. Stay in your comfort zone. You want to only focus on what you're comfortable doing. If it's not comfortable, just don't do it. If you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always got. Avoid discomfort at all costs, because discomfort means change. If you want to stay single, it is paramount that you do not change your habits and keep doing the exact same things you've been doing so far. Step 6. Do not learn how to communicate. The world is a big place full of other people. Every day, for many occasions, you have a chance to communicate and connect with your fellow humans. They might even be female. It's really important that your communication be as ineffective as possible to make sure you do not connect with others. Do not make waves. Do not show your genuine self. If you want to stay single, it is your top priority to be as boring and transparent as possible. Make sure you do not know how to do small talk, or else people might learn to know you and start liking you. Step 7. Ignore online dating. Everyone and their mother are glued to their smartphones nowadays. You don't want to be another sheep in the herd. You don't need Tinder or Instagram. Make sure that you do not have a single good-looking picture of yourself, so that in case you'd ever use online dating, you make sure to give yourself no chance to get a date. Step 8. Don't figure out past traumas. At some point in life, we all have some kind of emotional baggage we carry. Maybe your past relationships ended up badly. Maybe you were bullied when growing up, or you had a terrible childhood. It's key to stay resentful and to never open yourself up ever again, to make sure that you never ever get hurt again. In fact, it's even better if you keep to yourself, become emotionally numb to everything, and make sure that you avoid any kind of strong emotion. Use substances and distractions anytime you feel like thinking about the past, or the future for that matter, because figuring out trauma and opening your eyes to what life truly is would be too painful. Step 9. Do not monitor your emotions. Do not try to control your emotions, it's bad for you. Instead, Make sure to lash out every time you feel irritated or uncomfortable. Be angry at a traffic jam. Be upset that kids are loud. Whenever you get the chance to, do not hesitate to tell other people how wrong they are. And when things get too hard, simply give up. Run away from all negative emotions. If you feel shy, it's okay to stay in your shell. Most importantly, whenever you're in front of a woman and you feel insecure or intimidated, make sure to blame her for that. Step 10. Avoid any kind of social life. Don't try to make friends. Most people are most likely toxic and selfish. They will most likely try to screw you over or stab you in the back any chance they get. After all, we all wear masks, right? Assume that any smile you see is deceiving, and that anyone reaching out to you has a mischievous hidden agenda. Plus, you already have your two best friends who you play Call of Duty with. You don't need to go to parties and mingle with strangers. The biggest risk in meeting more people is that some might like you and introduce their attractive friends to you. Step 11. Don't put yourself in women's shoes. Men and women are so different. If you want to stay single, it's pointless to try to understand what the girl in front of you is feeling. The more obnoxious you are, the more uncomfortable she is, the better. You don't need to worry about her life or how your actions make her feel. Instead, keep focusing on how women have dating easier, on how they get more free attention from men, and how you make a point in being different from those guys. Step 12. Compare yourself to others. You're not the most handsome guy. There are men out there who have it super easy with women. It's key that you understand that life is unfair. If you can, try to complain about it as often as possible. Any improvement you make means nothing, as long as others are still doing better. Do not compare yourself to what you were before. Ignore the progress you've made. Instead, compare yourself to other people who had a different life journey. People with different backgrounds and strengths and weaknesses. Step 13. Protect your ego. Ego is not the enemy. It's actually your strongest ally if you wish to stay single and lonely. If you're confused, or if people disagree with you, it's important to firmly show them that they are wrong. A true Sigma male doesn't take anybody's opinion into consideration. Why meet new people when they could reject you and hurt your ego? Why try new things outside of your comfort zone and risk looking silly? Build your view of life on the assumption that you're always right and superior to others, and when proven wrong, just ignore and reframe it. By doing so, even if you're insecure deep inside, others will still see a strong and confident front. Step 14. Do not approach women. You see it everywhere. Trying to meet women is polarizing. Do you really want to stand out and tell the world that you're a man who respectfully goes for what he wants? The equation is simple. If you do not go up to girls, you have infinitely more chances to not find a date. You might think you're in trouble if you approach girls when you go out with your friends on the weekend. But rest assured, because approaching 3 new girls a week won't make a difference anyways. Whenever you see an attractive girl, make sure to refrain from trying to get to know her. Whenever you feel lonely, remind yourself that rejection hurts and that it is definitely a big deal when girls say mean things to you. To stay single, avoid women.